Welcome back, guys, for Windows 365 series. And if you remember, in my previous video, I have provisioned one cloud PC with Azure network connections. Now the provisioning has completed. So this is the device which got provision. And if you click on this particular device, right, so you can see this is the policy, right? So let's go to the devices, and then we can find the CPC device here. Now I want to show you something. Before that, let me go to Windows 365. So this is the Azure network connection PC that got provision. So let me browse it. So as we discussed in the previous video, that this PC got provision with Azure network connection policy, and we have already checked the network. Let me show you again. We'll go to Azure network, and this is the VNet. Under this VNet, if you can go to the properties, this is the IP address space that we have selected, 10.50.50.0. So when this PC that got provision should get the IP address from that particular IP address range, because we have selected Azure hosted network, right, at the time of provisioning this particular PC. We can check that is right. So if you can see, the provisional policy is Windows 365 ANC provision policy, and this policy, the PC that get provision should have Azure network connection. We can check it from here also. This is the Azure network connection. So just wait to log in this and validate if this PC will get the IP address range from that network connection or not. So let me check the network connection. So okay. So if you can see it here, the IP address range that we got in this PC, 10.50.50.4, and if you can go to your network, right, this is 10.50.50.0, right? And if you want to see it, right, you can go to this particular network subnet, and then you can see this is the range. If you click on this range, right, I want to show you the connected devices from this particular network. Just one second. We go to here on the home, right? So So we go to that resource group. Under that resource group, you can see there is a network connections, and if you can see, the name of this connection is CPC ANC, right? If you can click on this, so this network connection is the IP address is this 10.50.50.4, and this is the same network connections is used here in this particular cloud PC. So any cloud PC which get provision here, the network adapter will map inside the Azure. So this was the ANC. Now next part that we can do in the integration is like the image, custom image. Okay, so currently I have added one custom image, but I will show you how basically we can do that. So we have to go back to the Azure, right? And whichever the resource group that we have, right? Let's suppose I have this resource group I created earlier. Under the resource group that you can see, I have a Windows image, right? Under this resource group. So if I have appropriate permissions, right, I can go to my Intune, right, and I have this option add, and then I can specify, right, let's suppose gold image, right, and then I will type the version 0.0.1. Then I will select my subscription, and under that subscription, if any image is there, you can go and select that image, right? So I will go and select this image. So now the question is that how we are going to create this particular image. So very simple way to create the image, whichever the resource group that you want to use. Let's suppose this one. First I need to create a virtual machine, right? Let's suppose I want to create a Windows 11 virtual machine, right? So I can choose the virtual machine that I want to use. So I want to use this. Then I will select the name W365 Win 11. So this is the virtual machine that I want to create. Select the properties, disk that you want to use, network that you want to use. So that is my default VNet, right? If I'm changing, right, then I'll get a different one, right? Next, 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 and I will basically create a virtual machine. So concept is very simple. Once you create a virtual machine inside the Azure, after that virtual machine get provision, right? You have to log into that particular virtual machine. Then you have to install the software that you want to add in that custom image that you want to create. Then you have to do a sysprap on that particular virtual machine. Once you have complete all these steps, right? So once it's done, you have to stop that particular virtual machine. You come back here and there's an options to capture it, right? So once after capturing, it can save inside the resource group. Once it will save inside the resource group, then what we have to do? We have to go back to the Intune and we have to add that particular virtual machines. Image. Now, like I'm just uploading this particular image. So you can first you have to prepare the image in your Azure. Once the image is prepared, pattern is already clear, create a virtual machine, connect to that virtual machine, install the software, do the sysprep, and after that stop that virtual machine and you just click on capture and you can create a image. And once you create that image, you go back to your Intune and you just use the add, select the subscription, select the resource group, and you can add that image. Once you add that image, right, there is the options how do we provision a cloud PC. So if you can see, this one is already provisioned. So let me go and disconnect this resource group from the provisioning policy. So it will get deprovisioned, and then I will show you how basically provision it again. But this time, right, or either we can do that, or there is another way, right? We go here and we can add it this one. We click here, we go to the custom image, then click here, and that image that you have created, we select that image, and then we click next, and then we update. Once we update, right, we go back, and then we can click here, apply this configuration, right? So apply these configurations on all the devices, right? Okay, or only the intra join devices, right? So you can just apply it. And after that, if you can go back to your devices, right? So it will basically the image that will come here will be coming from that custom image that we have created. So this is a way to add a custom image in Intune, right? So you go to your Windows 365 under the devices, Windows 365 under the custom image, right? Click add, give it a name, give it a version number, choose the subscription, and then you can select the image. And then you can create a provisioning policy, and in that provisioning policy you can select the image, and then whatever the PC will provision, that PC will get that particular image. I hope you like this video, and please like and subscribe my channel for future videos in Microsoft 365 series.